Hi guys, it's Miss Dillon. Welcome to first grade. I am so excited to be your teacher this year. We're going to go through a little bit of information that you need to know about first grade like you would have gotten at an open house. So first we're going to start with a little bit about me. My name is Brittany Dillon. This is my first year here at Southside, but it's my 12th year as a teacher. I've taught kindergarten, first, second, and fifth grades. I am married to my husband William, and we have a 2-year-old daughter named Blakely and our dog named Ellie. And I love to teach. Teaching is my passion, and I can't wait to work with your kids this year. Here you'll see our schedule. Drop-off begins at 7 o'clock. School begins promptly at 7:30. We'll start with math. We have interventions. That's where they get a little bit of extra time to practice those missing math skills or missing reading skills. CKLA is our phonics and reading instruction. Wit and wisdom, we do read with it, but we also do a lot of writing and vocabulary work. We'll have PE, recess, finish wit and wisdom. Then we have small group time in our classroom. That means I will pull a small group of students back to my desk, and we will work on their reading at their reading level. So whatever level they are on, we are going to work at that level and work to improve their level. And then we will have science and social studies, which would do social studies the first half of the year, science the second half of the year, a little bit of silent reading time, and then it's time to go home. Next, we will see our grading policy. Our grading policy is ABCDF scale. It is a traditional 7-point grading policy. On Wednesdays, your child will come home with a blue folder that has test papers in it. We ask that you review those test papers with your child. You're going to sign a piece of paper saying you saw those test papers, and then you're going to send everything back to school on Thursday. We will keep the test papers here at school. You do not keep those at home. So homework, we will have homework posted on our weekly newsletter. Most of the time it's going to either be to reread a story we read in class. They will come home with CKLA readers. It's going to be these little yellow readers that they will get to use for at home to reread stories we read in class. And then once we finish a unit, they'll send it back and we'll send a new one for the new unit. We will also have math fact flashcards to work on just to practice their addition and subtraction facts. We will have sight word flashcards just to practice those sight words. Those are words that they should be able to read right when they see them, and they should not have to sound those out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. If there's ever anything else we want to send special home, it will be in their red daily folder, and it'll say homework on it somewhere. So that way you'll know what it's for. So classroom management, if your child was here last year, it's the same school-wide. We use Class Dojo. We use that also for communication with y'all. Students get to earn positive dojo points for doing good things, following expectations, things like that. And then they also, on the flip side, earn negative dojo points when they don't follow expectations. So some of those things could be like talking out, being disrespectful, not being on task, and ready to work. So school-wide, we use the same chart. Every student in the school starts on green. That means they're ready to learn, they're here, they're focused. And if they're still on green at the end of the day, that is great. They followed all the expectations at the school and everywhere at school, in PE, at recess, all the things. They can move up to positive pirates, and that means they went above and beyond expectations. So maybe they were extra helpful with a friend, or they were very quiet when everyone else was talking, things like that. If they don't follow the expectations, they will have to move their clip down, and they will lose a dojo point. They'll get a negative dojo point. So the first move from green is yellow. That's our slow down. The teacher will give the student a warning, and this is like a formal warning, like they've been warned a couple of times, and they still just aren't doing whatever the expectation is. So they'll get a little warning. They'll be reminded of what they should be doing, and then if it stops there, wonderful. If not, then they would have to move down to blue, which is pause and ponder. So the teacher will pull the child aside and have a quick conference to discuss the expected behaviors and have the student explain why certain behaviors are important. So why should they be following the rules, and why should they not be doing those things that they're not supposed to be doing? If it continues, or if there's another negative behavior, they would move to orange, which is a recess refocus, so they will not be allowed to participate in recess. If it goes beyond that, it goes to pink, which is a written reflection. It goes home in their folder for y'all to complete together and for them to let you know, like, this is what I was doing in class or somewhere at school. This is what I should have been doing, and we're going to have a better day tomorrow. If it continues beyond that, they would go to red. They would we would set up a conference and we would discuss their behavior. So communication, there's a couple of different ways you can communicate with me. The first way is going to be through your child's red daily folder. You can send notes in there. One side is going to be marked keep it home. One side will be marked return to school. If anything's in keep it home, it can just be like it says kept at home. If it's in return to school, it probably needs to be signed or something very important that you need to look at. You can also send notes in there. Their behavior chart will be in there for the month, so you'll know exactly what they did at school that day. Like I said, Class Dojo we can also use to communicate. You'll be able to log in and see all their positive and negative dojo points. You can send me messages through Class Dojo. And you can also message me at my email, which is listed here, brittany.dillon@lpsb.org. Parent-teacher conferences, you are more than welcome to schedule a conference throughout the school year. You can schedule a conference anytime through the office. Here is their phone number, or by sending me a message through Dojo or email. The office's phone number is another way you can contact me. I probably won't get the message until the end of the day, though. So if it's something not urgent, but something you would like me to know before the end of the day, there are breaks during the day where I can check my email or I can check Dojo. So that's probably the fastest way to get in contact with me. Our attendance policy, students are allowed 10 unexcused absences per year. Absences are only excused with an excuse from a doctor, dentist, something like that. But just send any excuse with your child to school in their red folder. If you forget, you can always come and drop it off at the office. After your child's third unexcused absence, it is policy that I reach out to you just to let you know, hey, your child has 3 unexcused absences. It doesn't mean anything other than that I'm just giving you a heads up that they're getting, that they have 3. So other important information, this year, instead of y'all going to buy all the supplies, we have purchased them for you and you would just pay a $50 supply fee. This also covers any workbooks and materials that they're going to use in class. We would ask that you pay it as soon as you can, but if not, at least half paid by December. If you need to send a couple dollars a week, we can definitely set up a kind of a payment plan. Just let me know if you need help with that. The only other things they will need to bring to school that is not covered by that $50 supply fee is a book sack, 1 container of disinfectant wipes, so like Clorox, Lysol, anything like that, but not baby wipes, a bottle of Germ-X or other hand sanitizer, 2 boxes of Kleenex, a roll of paper towels. The boys are to send a box of quart-sized Ziploc bags, and the girls a gallon-sized Ziploc bags. We also ask that you send an extra set of clothes in their book sack with their names labeled on everything. Even if they're not prone to having accidents, sometimes things happen. I had last year, a child fell on the playground, got muddy. He had clothes in his book sack, so we were able to change him. And mom or dad didn't have to come up here and take time out of their day to bring him clothes. And he was able to get back in the classroom and didn't miss hardly any instruction time. So that's really just for your benefit and theirs, that they can change really quickly, get back to work in the classroom, and you don't have to drive all the way out here. Our water fountains are currently disabled, but they will be able to bring water bottles to school every day. It could be a plastic one, or it could be the reusable ones, like the hard ones. We ask that you just label all water bottles, even if it's like the Dasani bottle, anything like that, because if they all have the same kind of water bottle get set down, then we don't know whose is who. So we just ask that you label them all. If you want to donate some water for kids that maybe forgot their water bottle, that's fine. Just give me a heads up. Let me know. We can arrange that. Also, face masks will be required indoors unless you have turned in the parish form for exceptions. I think that's pretty much it. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me a Class Dojo message, email me, call the school, anything like that. I'm always willing to listen to you and see what you have to say, and we can figure it out together. So I look forward to having a great school year with y'all guys, and I will see you this week. Bye.